How's it going?
How's it going, Alan? It's been a bit.
It's been a bit. Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Real Cinema Talk podcast. You can see that we have a new setup. We're trying some new things out, trying to see what's the best layout for us, and as we keep going with this podcast. First and foremost, we would like to apologize for not putting as many videos out as the first two that we did, because it's kind of on me. Because I went on vacation.
No, I'll say that.
I went on vacation to Orlando for my niece's cheer competition and checking out Disney World and all that, and it was a good time. But
it's fine.
man,
it's fine.
that weather.
Yeah, I bet.
That weather was insane.
Humid, super humid.
Honestly, we got lucky. It wasn't that humid.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
I think I only got humidity in one day
All right, that's
out
good.
of the whole week. So
That's good.
it was good. It was that. And we are shooting this on Monday, so happy belated Mother's Day to all you wonderful mothers out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hope you enjoyed your day yesterday as of the day of shooting. And yeah, so how have you been, Alan?
I've been pretty good.
Yeah?
I've been pretty good. I'm excited for today's episode. Fuck. We're gonna cut that out. But yeah, I'm excited for today's episode, and we'll see what we get through.
Yeah, as you can read from the title, we're going to be going over our top fives of all time. No particular order. We would like to emphasize that because honestly, putting a particular order would be insanely difficult. Or at least for me. I don't know about you, Alan.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Like, that would be way too difficult.
That'd be heartbreak.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
heartbreak.
would be there. I would be stuck
I'd
for
be like,
hours.
nah, it's not better than that. No.
And it's hard to even compare genres,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how can you rate a drama with a horror movie, Like, it's
Exactly.
hard to compare them.
Yep.
And
The
the reason we're doing top five is because some people suggested that we should show more of what our tastes are like.
Okay.
What we prefer in movies. Kind of like a reflection of what we see as like the best ones for us personally, because you can ask random people on the street and they'll pick way different movies than us.
Exactly.
It's kind of like that Letterboxd top 4 that they always ask the actors.
It's weird that
And
they
some
only
people
do
choose
top
like
4. Huh?
foreign. Yeah, because Letterboxd does that. That's why
That's their thing.
their thing. They don't want to do 5. They want to do 4. They want to be special.
They want to be different.
Yeah, they definitely want to be
Yeah.
different. Okay, so
Do you want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
you started off last time, so I'll go ahead and start off.
All right.
I'm probably gonna go with. Remember, no particular order. Okay, so one of mine is a horror movie.
Horror movie.
It's my favorite sci-fi horror movie of all time, and it's
Okay.
gonna be John Carpenter's The Thing.
The Thing, huh?
The Thing.
So you're gonna hate me, but I've never seen that movie.
You serious? No.
I always see it like
No.
on Netflix. I think it's been on Netflix or like on Max, but it's never got my attention to like, you know what? I'm gonna check it out.
Oh my god.
I've always heard up and down things about that movie where it's like, it's all right, and then other people say it's a classic.
Alan, you're pissing me off right now. How have you not seen that movie, man?
I have to check it out. I
Oh,
have to check it out.
I know I'm a, broken record, but anytime people ask me, about that movie, I'm always on about the practical effects of that movie, man.
That's another thing I've
like
heard.
the practical effects of the movie for the 80s is insane.
Yeah.
Like, it was so impressive, the amount of detail and effort that they put into the movie. And not just that, the mystery factor of it all, because I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's a lot of intrigue and mystery with the horror elements in the movie too.
Yeah,
And it's something you have to check out, man. You
have
have to
to.
check it out.
I have to.
I have the movie, and I've seen it. I can watch that a lot of times.
Yeah.
I have no problem rewatching it. I can't believe it.
I'll have to check it out. I have a couple other movies that I haven't seen that people would be very upset with me about.
Well, I mean, you hate Ratatouille, so.
And I don't hate Ratatouille. don't believe them.
You say it's overrated.
The debate that I say is that Ratatouille is a little overrated. I know a lot of people are gonna have backlash on me about that,
Yeah.
but it's not for me a top tier movie.
But it's so good.
And for
man.
for a lot of people, it's top tier.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just a rat, bro. It's just, you know,
it's Remy.
it's Remy, bro. Like, he's just cooking. He's making someone cook for him.
Oh my god.
Or he's cooking basically. But I like the message behind it where anybody can cook. But yeah,
anyone can cook.
yeah.
All right. So you haven't seen the thing. You got to watch it.
I gotta
That's
check
your
it
first task, man.
Okay.
So now let's go to yours. What's one of yours?
One of mine, I'm gonna put an all-time classic. It's gonna be Star Wars Episode 5: The Empire Strikes Back. That's for me, that's the best Star Wars movie of all time.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's the. You know what? No, people are gonna hate me if I start.
Say it.
I don't know. Like, I feel like the original trilogy, like, it's amazing and all, but it just there's no replayability for me.
Oh,
on those, not that much. You know, like I can watch it every now and then, but it's not like as soon as it goes on, I'm like, oh hell yeah, you know.
Yeah.
With Empire, like I know it's amazing, and
yeah.
I do think it's the best one out of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
But I mean, respect to you, man. Empire Strikes Back.
Empire
I
Strikes
mean, that
Back,
huge twist. I'll give you that. That was huge when it came out.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the biggest plot twists of all time.
Yeah.
You know,
still talked about today for people that haven't seen it.
I'd be very surprised.
Yeah.
Like it's always surprising seeing videos of people that have never seen it and then watching that moment.
Yeah.
Like damn.
I love that movie. Everything about it. Everything about it, man.
Yeah.
Classic. I
mean, yeah, I'll give you that. It's a classic.
I'll rewatch that movie at least 5 times a year, I'd say.
5 times a year?
Probably about 5 times a year.
Damn.
Yeah. I try to watch all Star Wars movies at least once throughout the year. At least minimum once.
Okay, what's your top in the prequel trilogy?
Prequel? Episode 3.
Yes, sir. We went to the 20-year anniversary movie release, actually, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was sick. Honestly, it was really... I think it brought me back to Star Wars.
A lot of nostalgia for me.
Now I'm starting to... I rewatched Rogue One, and I was watching Clone Wars again. I'm like, damn. Like, I don't like too much of what Disney's doing, to be honest. I know most people say that too. But I do want to start watching Andor. I've heard a lot of good things about that.
Yeah,
a lot of good things.
Yeah. And episode 3, honestly, is probably the most rewatchable.
I would say.
It has the most rewatchable ability, I guess.
I agree, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so now one of mine. It's going to be Denis Villeneuve's Prisoners.
Prisoners, huh?
Prisoners. That movie is insane. If you guys haven't seen that movie, it's a intense drama, thriller, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch it. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. Cause
it's Hugh Jackman does really good in that movie.
I don't know how he didn't get an Oscar for it, man.
I actually didn't even know he didn't. I thought he would have been at least
I was
nominated.
like, that's the Oscar performance of the year.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what year it came out in, but it just the emotion he, brings to the performance is insane. Especially in that bathroom scene.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like even I got scared of him. I was like,
it's pretty intense.
I don't know who she is.
It's honestly, that movie's very heartbreaking.
It is.
It's very scary in a sense of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And all the actors did very well.
All of them.
Yeah. I like that one too. I like that pick.
No Denis bias, obviously, because I love his work. So,
I actually didn't know he was a director. That's crazy.
I found out after too, and I was like, "Oh shit, that makes sense."
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
I like that one.
All right, what's yours?
All right, another one for me. I'm gonna say Saving Private Ryan.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't
100%. I haven't seen it. I've only seen up to when they get to the beach, and maybe like 10 minutes after, and I just didn't watch it.
It's like the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't watched the whole thing. I've heard good things about it.
It's for me the greatest war movie.
The greatest war movie
of all time.
Oh snap!
Other people might say like Fury, nah. Other people might say Dunkirk, nah. 1917, nah.
1917 is good.
It's good, but I feel like it don't compare it to Saving Private Ryan.
I don't think I've seen that many war movies now that I think about it. Because I haven't seen Fury, I haven't seen Dunkirk. I think I only remember seeing Full Metal Jacket, A Few Good Men. I don't even know if that's considered a war movie or not. I haven't seen... Oh, I already said Dunkirk. Inglourious Bastards, is that a war movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should watch that one.
I haven't seen that one.
That's That's a great one for sure. Yeah.
I need to watch more movies.
There's a lot of good ones out there, bro. There's a lot of good ones. But yeah, Tom Hanks does really well. The Matt Damon's in it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Basically,
that.
Ryan, Private Ryan is Matt Damon
Oh,
in the movie.
okay.
So yeah. And then the ending, just the war scenes. It's very gory, very kind of realistic, to the point where you're like, oh shit, you know, it's crazy.
It's like good practical
Yeah,
effects.
and there's this one particular scene. I'm not gonna spoil it. With Upham, there's a character named Upham that I feel like piss everybody off when you're watching it. So you'll know if you know,
I won't
you
ask
know.
questions. I won't ask questions.
If you know, you know that Upham scene at the staircase. That's all you gotta know.
Now, for me, the next one would probably be Interstellar.
Interstellar.
I'm assuming it's on yours too, but I'm not gonna say
It is on mine.
yeah.
It's on my. That might be my favorite
Of all time.
of all time.
Like you can easily say that's the best
I
one.
can confidently say that is my top one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't categorize them, but I will say it is one of the better ones on my 5.
Yeah.
I will say that.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's the best sci-fi movie ever.
Sci-fi movie ever?
Well, it's not really. It's not fiction. Oh yeah, yeah,
It is. It is.
yeah.
I
It's
would
science
agree,
fiction. It's
Because I mean, it's only up to the black hole that everything's realistic, but then once he gets in there,
yeah.
that's
So
when
I
it's-
guess from what I've heard, that the math and all that, the science to it, is pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm a big Christopher Nolan fan.
yeah.
Soundtrack to that movie, beautiful. Hans Zimmer. I
He
believe.
even said it's one of his better works.
Yeah,
I think in a recent interview, something
Yeah.
like that.
I love that movie. I love it.
I
I
just
wish
like
I
how-
could have seen
oh,
it
sorry.
in 70 millimeter.
We saw it.
No, that wasn't 70 millimeter. We only saw it in IMAX.
Oh, you're right.
They had it in Irvine, but I was like, so we only
Hey,
saw it.
I
in
was down. I told you
I
like,
know.
hey, let's go. We're never gonna
didn't
see it in
commit.
70 millimeter again.
I didn't commit. I should have committed.
Sorry, something's in my eye here.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy how Christopher Nolan made this movie based on like his kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, saying how when you grow older, like time tends to move faster.
Mm-hmm.
And after hearing those interviews, I kind of thought about that in life too, and I feel like it's true. Like for me, I feel like life is not going faster, but time is slipping faster for me. You know, it's like, oh snap, this was like 2 years ago. It felt like so recent,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because as a kid, it just feels like forever.
Yeah.
Being in in 10th grade, taking forever. It's weird how your brain perceives time
Yeah.
differently.
Like right now, we're already in May.
Yeah,
That's
like we're already in mid-May.
mid-May.
That was wild, dude.
We're almost in the middle of the year already.
And I'm trying to write a freaking EP over here, man. Jesus, it's wild.
It's time. Time is it's too quick, man.
It is. Always take advantage of time, guys, because time is
Yeah.
the one thing you cannot get back.
Nope.
And Nolan made a good point with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we both said one.
We both said one. I'll do the
should
next
I
one.
just go to the next one?
It's up to you.
Because you already technically said Interstellar too. So
Yeah.
Up to you.
You could go next.
Okay. So obviously, you're gonna know this one.
Oh my god. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh,
Dune Part 2, obviously.
Dune Part 2.
Yeah. It changed my life, man.
Would
Or not
you-
changed my life, but
So would you put Dune Part 1 and 2 as a whole, as one?
if that counts, yes.
Because I feel like you have to.
Yeah, because it's 2 parts of the same story.
Exactly. And in the book, it involves both parts.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it's the whole thing in one book.
So that's why I think you should include. I mean, like how I said, I wasn't a big fan of the first movie,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Part 1. But once I watched Part 2, it made me appreciate the first one a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the backstory and the world building and the character building and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree. Great film.
Okay. So then you would let me put 2 of them together.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, Dune. Dune is one of them.
Yeah.
It just, the whole world building, the whole not different take, but like the original take of what Star Wars tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it's more grounded and realistic on what humans would tend to do. Like I'm not bad mouthing Star Wars or anything. It's more fantasy and more like a black and white type of movie. But this is more like a gray area movie that's more realistic. I would say on what people would do.
Yeah.
Like if I had what Paul would do, I would probably do the same thing as Paul. Like you kill my family and like I'm not gonna just
sit around and mope about it.
Exactly.
He wants the revenge for sure.
And the score is insane, dude.
Yeah.
Hans killing it again.
Yeah. Hans Zimmer is a goat.
He is the goat, I would say. Ludwig is catching up though.
Yeah,
man.
that's what
Ludwig
I was thinking too. Up. He's doing really well.
Yeah. Daniel Pemberton is right behind them.
What has he done?
He's done the Across the Spider-Verse score and the...
Oh, okay, yeah, those are good.
Because I thought it was really original, what he did on that. Like, mixing all the orchestral elements with the electronic stuff and just, using samples and integrating that into the movie flawlessly. I thought it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
So, those three are the ones I'm looking at right now.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it.
Right. What about you?
Me?
Next one.
I'm going to say Inception.
Another
Christopher Nolan movie.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
So
I
that
need to
one,
rewatch it.
That one, when I first watched it, kind of changed my life.
Uh-huh.
Because it was just kind of very mind-blowing. Where the idea of being in a dream within a dream,
Oh, yeah. That, like, going into that massive dive of, like, all the trying to catch up.
Exactly. And it just blew my mind where they even say it in the movie where they say, do you ever remember the beginning of your dream? You always kind of start in the middle of it or in like the climax of what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah.
I don't even remember my dreams anymore, dude.
Yeah, me neither.
I just wake up and I'm like, all right.
But as a kid, you remember everything, bro. I'm like,
yeah,
I was getting chased by Freddy Krueger or something,
I was in like war zones. And
you see, like,
and I wake up and I'm like, no, let me go back.
Yeah,
I was about to beat the bad guy or something like that,
and the shot at the very end. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but
I mean, it's been out a few years.
It's been out, yeah.
It's been out for quite some time. I feel like we could discuss it.
All right, spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Inception, check it out, please. With the totem spinning, well, with that whole idea of everybody needs to have like a dice or something to tell if they're in real life, basically. Kind of like, how did they explain it? It was like either you're in a dream or you're awake.
Yeah.
And if you keep spinning, you're still in the dream. Mm-hmm. And so at the very end of the movie with Leo's character, Leonardo DiCaprio, he wanted to see his kids again. And he ended up seeing his kids. But he didn't believe it himself still, so he spun the totem, and the camera pans into the totem, and it just
it twitches a bit.
It twitches a bit, and it cuts to black.
Yeah,
which I love, because now it's up to like people thinking, is it really a dream or is it not?
Mm-hmm. When I walked out of the theater on that, I was like, I wanted to know so bad, like, is he in the dream or is he out of there? Like. It was one of those that did stick with me, just wanting to know that answer.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know that kind of like Prisoners, like, they always leave it up to you whether something happens or not.
I like those type of movies.
Yeah, like, I like them, and I have a hate and love relationship with them.
Because you never really know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like to know answers, like, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like that. I don't like not knowing things.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate, the mystery behind it.
Yeah. I love it. I love a movie that gets you talking and thinking. Kind of like Interstellar. Makes you start thinking, Inception makes you start thinking like, what, was it a dream? Was it not? Mm-hmm. So, beautiful movie.
And that was your last one, right? That was 5?
I have one more.
You have one more?
I have one more.
Oh, I have one more. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was next. Okay, so my last one, the banger that I was telling you about.
Banger? All right, go ahead.
Banger.
I'm excited for this
War for the Planet of the Apes.
War for the Planet of the Apes? Really?
Yeah. I love that movie.
That's a little sleeper.
Yeah,
I did not see that coming.
All of them are I wouldn't say masterpieces, but they're all insanely good.
Yeah.
But I just love this one with the whole story of Caesar, losing control of, the kingdom, I guess I would say, and having to fight for it. Kind of like felt like Lion King in a modern day, with Planet of the Apes instead.
He lost control of his kingdom.
Trying to get it back. and
Yep.
just fighting through it, and it was insanely good. Visuals were amazing, performances were good, story was really good too,
Mm-hmm.
and the climax, the final fight,
Yeah.
I thought it was really good, and just that buildup of like all the army coming in to
Yeah.
try to take them out when they're like in the building, like all right, let's go,
Yeah.
and it just leaves you like hooked on to see what's to come next.
Exactly. I love that movie too.
Yeah,
I have an appreciation for that trilogy.
Andy Serkis is
He does really well.
the goat of motion capture
Yeah.
performance, man. He really is.
He's done what, Gollum?
He's
From
done
Lord of the
Gollum.
Rings?
He's done, Caesar. He's done Snoke. He's done
Smoke, yeah.
King Kong. He did King Kong.
Oh, really? He did
Yeah.
the face?
Peter Jackson's King Kong. No, he
Oh.
did the full body.
Oh, he did the whole
He
thing.
did
Oh,
the full
okay. I didn't
body.
know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's done a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot
Yeah.
of motion capture stuff.
That's good. I like that. I like that.
All right, what's your last one?
My last one, I think it's the greatest superhero movie of all time.
Ah,
The Dark
is it
Knight.
Mike? Oh,
It's The Dark Knight. What did you have up there?
my goat, Tobey Maguire.
No. Spider-Man 2 is very good.
Spider-Man 2's good.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 is very good. But The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan again.
Man, you love Christopher
Oh,
Nolan.
he's my GOAT. And for all those people that don't know, he's my GOAT. He's up there. But, yeah, I love that film. When it first came out, everything, the score, the cinematography, the acting, Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, all of it. All of it.
I do feel like they held back on the violence.
They
On that
do.
movie.
They do. I've heard a lot of critique on like the fighting in that movie, and it's very like choppy, very like
Yeah.
I've also heard things about Christian Bale's suit. It's kind of a
Yeah,
little weird.
the suit is. I would say it's not horrible, but it's not great.
Yeah, yeah. But I think as a film as a whole, for me, I'm entertained from start to finish.
I did like Harvey Dent a lot. in that
Harvey
movie.
Dent, great. Two-Face.
Yeah.
Um,
It's crazy how he was able to manage that whole character progression from, attorney trying to save the city to, Two-Face.
yeah.
He did it, I think, pretty well
Yeah.
in that one.
And then the tragedy of Heath Ledger
Yeah.
as Joker.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I feel like a lot of people probably think that that movie gets so much praise because of his death. I don't think so. I think he nailed it, and he nailed it with the
Do you
Joker.
think he would have gotten the Oscar had he not passed away?
I need to see again who were the nominations for that year.
We can
I
cut
think
this.
yeah, you want to
Like,
cut
let
it?
me.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Keep going, keep going.
Well, yeah, I just think performance-wise, it was fantastic for me. It was stellar. It was iconic. People still talk about him to this day. When did that movie come out? 2008. It's been a long time.
That is true. 2008.
So, I would put him over Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would. Agree
I
with
would
that.
put him over what's his name, Caesar, the original Joker from the TV show. I think his name is
yeah.
Caesar something. Who else was the Joker? Joaquin Phoenix. But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. But yeah, Heath Ledger for me, GOAT as the Joker.
So the nominees were Heath Ledger,
Yeah.
Josh Brolin for Milk,
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. for Tropic Thunder,
Tropic Thunder.
Philip Seymour Hoffman for Doubt, and Michael Shannon for Revolutionary Road.
I think he still would have won.
He would have still won if he didn't pass away.
Yeah.
He would have definitely still won. I didn't mean to be on my phone while you were talking. I was
No,
still
you're
listening,
fine.
by
You're
the way.
fine. I know you were looking it up. You're good.
That's crazy. Damn.
Forever it's been my favorite superhero. I know a lot of people probably say, "Oh, Batman's not a superhero. He's just a rich guy."
Nah,
You know?
that's a dumb argument.
But it's a superhero.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I probably was fighting between that and Infinity War. Because I love Infinity War as
That's
well.
true. I think Infinity War is the best MCU movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a villain story, basically, where the villain wins.
Yeah.
And so, and even in The Dark Knight, the villain won, basically.
True.
But yeah.
Well,
You already
that
did your
does
last
it.
one? Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did. It was Dune,
Yep.
Prisoners, The Thing, Interstellar, and War for the
War
Planet
for
of
the
the
Planet
Apes.
Apes. And I did Interstellar. I did Inception. I did Dark Knight. I did Saving Private Ryan. And I did... What was the last one that I did? Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. There you go.
Yeah.
Damn, 3 Christopher Nolan movies for you. I had 2 Denis Villeneuve movies in
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
All right.
Not bad, yeah. So that concludes this episode. We hope you guys enjoyed our discussion here. Now you got a little better taste of what our taste.
Better taste of our taste? I hope you guys understand where our minds are at, like, for movies that we like.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I butchered that so bad. All right. Well, we hope to see you guys on the next episode. And yeah, take care. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Later, guys.
See ya.